Okay, so welcome to another attempt at recording a song from start to finish in Udio. I've already set up a few things to make things go a little bit quicker. I've decided to generate 2-minute 10-second clips, which will give us a good start to the song. It's going to be an instrumental introduction. One tip I did find out was that if you put the clip timing at 40%, that means that the song, when it gets to the end of it, shouldn't fade out at the 2-minute mark. So that's been working quite well for me. Obviously I've got the generation quality at ultra. What I've done is I've already generated 4 starts to songs. I'm going to listen to them all. I won't listen to them all here because that'll be 8 minutes. So I'll listen to the first few seconds, see what we have got on each one. That's quite interesting. It was a little bit repetitive, but it was quite interesting. I might come back to that one. Let's have a listen to the start of the second one. Okay, well, we were nearly 30 seconds in there and it hadn't really developed from that kind of moody start. We'll have a listen to the third one. Well, that's certainly the best one so far. Some nice drumming in there, some uncommon time signatures. So that's probably the favourite. We'll listen to the fourth one, see if that is any better. Oh, that was interesting. It started out with some mangled vocals at a very quiet level. It sometimes does that. I could always edit them out. But then when the music came in, it sounded very Pink Floyd. I don't know whether you recognised the riff. So that was, I think it was off Wish You Were Here, if memory serves. But I think I'm going to go with that. The third one was actually pretty good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark that with a heart, and I'll come back to that at a later date. But we're going to go with a fourth one. So what I'll do is now I'll listen to the full 2 minutes 11 seconds and I'll take it from there. Okay, so I've listened through to the full 2 minutes 11 seconds and it's pretty good. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good, damn good. Might need a bit of editing, I don't know. So we're already 2 minutes in and we need to get some lyrics going, I think. So what I'm going to do is click extend to continue that particular one. Click on custom and we need to put some lyrics in here. Now I'm going to go to my usual source for lyrics at the moment, which is public domain poetry. This is something called On Quitting. Now it's got 6-line verses, so that's just about the limit to what Udio can do in one clip. So we'll put the first verse in. Right, let's go with this. We'll extend this and see what happens. Okay, we're ready. We've got the two versions for the second part. Just a quick word on the prompt this time. I've got my normal progressive prompt, or one of them anyway, but I've also included what I call my Britpop or indie prompt, which is jangly guitars, power pop, male vocal, post-punk. Now the reason I've done that is it just kind of mixes things up a little bit. It might give me some fresh sounds, something to surprise me. And the other thing I wanted to mention was this manual mode, which toggles between manual mode, and I've read the information about it, and to be honest, I haven't heard a great deal of difference when I have it on or off, so I kind of have it off all the time. I sometimes switch it on, but that was manual mode. I'm not quite sure what that's all about. So let's listen to the first generation of the second bit with the lyrics.
How much do you think you've got? With a thing that's like a bus. You can talk a lot. It's an easy buzz. And whenever you go without friends, there you go, but you don't guess. Rubbish, now don't say.
Well, that was a bit of a mess. It actually missed out some words, half lines here and there. Maybe he was just trying to squeeze in the 6 lines, I don't know, but it was no good. So let's listen to the second one.
How much grit do you think you've got? Can you quit something that you like a lot? You may talk of love, it's an easy word, and wherever you go it is often hard. It's a bit on the fence. It's up to it now.
Oh, that's a real shame. The first 4 lines were great, and then it all of a sudden started mangling and missing lines out, and then it ended on that high note, which I don't think fit very well. So I'm going to do 2 new generations of the second part, see if we can get something a bit better. Okay, so we've got 2 new generations with the vocals. Let's see if we can get a winner this time.
How much grit do you think you've got? Can you quit a thing that you like a lot? You may talk about it's an easy word, and wherever you go it is off the curve. And you tell to a jocko guest just how much courage you now possess.
Well, that was okay. It sounded a little quiet, and some of the words were rushed a little bit. So let's listen to the next one.
How much grit do you think you got? The thing is like a dog. So you talk into your knee, wherever you go. It doesn't done, no, but can you talk to a dog, your guess? This literature is, you know, possess.
Oh dear. That was mangled beyond belief. Missed out whole lines, but it sounded pretty good. I think he had a bit of energy to it, and I think he fit the music quite well. And despite the fact that it's mangled some words, I'm going to let that through, and that's going to be the one. So anyway, Let's try the next section, which will be an instrumental section. Okay, we have the next two generations ready. This will bring us up to 3 minutes 16 in the song, and it's an instrumental section. Let's have a listen to the first one. That was pretty good. Wasn't a lot going on, but it was nice and solid. There was no mistakes or errors or, out of tune bits. So that's pretty good. We'll listen to the second one now. Oh, right, I've got a decision to make now. That was odd because it actually carried the lyrics on for another few seconds, which wasn't a deal breaker. And then it sort of went into that weird violin bit at the end, which sometimes I might think is fine, but I think that was a little bit weird for this song. It kind of jumped out a little bit. So I'm going to go with the first one, which was the more predictable one. So we're going to extend that, and I'm going to add the second verse now. So I click on Custom, and we go to our trusted poetry site, and we'll have a selection of that for the second verse, another 6 lines. Okay, so we've got the two new generations, which will bring us to 3 minutes 48, and it's the second verse. So let's have a listen to the first one. That was a little bit too messy. I think the prompt part that says post-punk is kicking in with this. Let's listen to the second one. Oh, it was interesting. I like the fact that the first line was like some kind of megaphone effect. The rest of it was normal, if you can call that normal. Again, it mangled a couple of words, but it was quite good. I thought there was quite an attitude to the vocal, which I quite like. So I'm going to keep that for the second verse. So what next? I think we'll have a chorus. Now I need to write a chorus, so I'll just pause this and maybe get a chorus sorted out. Okay, I've got a chorus written. It's "You're a jack-off of all trades and a masturbator of none. I'm not sitting, I'm not quitting till you're good and gone." So there you got a nice clear chorus. There's some backing vocals, some call and response. He sings the chorus pretty good. All the words are there. I don't know what the backing people are singing. It sounds like "You're One" or "You're Gone" or something, but it's quite good. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do a second verse now, straight away. Okay, so we've got 2 generations for the second verse. Let's have a listen to the first one. Okay, that was again a bit weird. It started to add lines after the chorus, but eventually got round to singing the verse. It fitted all in. It was a bit mangled, but actually I quite like it. Let's have a listen to the second one.
Have you ever issued commands to you to do the things that you like to do? And then when tempted and sorely swayed, those written orders have you obeyed?
Oh, I can't make me mind up. I'm going to pause this and have a listen through again, see which one I like. Okay, I've decided to go with the first one. It sounds a little bit like Peter Hamill, Van der Graaf Generator, a little bit, in my ears anyway. So what I'm going to do next is we've had a verse and a chorus and a verse. We're going to have another chorus. So let's do that. Okay, we're ready for the chorus. Now what I've got to hope for is it sings more or less the same as what the first chorus was. It doesn't always do that. Okay, just to point out that I'll be splitting this song generation from start to finish into 2 parts like I did the last one. The first section is going to deal with the Udio, and then the second section will deal with the post-production. So we'll once we get the song finished, we'll move on to a second part and do the rest of it. Okay, so we've got the chorus ready to go, 2 generations. Let's listen to the first one.
Orders have you obeyed? You're a jack of all trades, and a master painter of none. Of the sea, of the pretty till you are good and gone.
Wow, I was all ready to dismiss that one, and then the guitar came in. The chorus itself wasn't the same as the first one, and he mangled a line as well. But that guitar, wow, that was brilliant. So I'm going to have to keep that in, I think, unless the second one blows me away again. Let's listen to the second one.
Have you obeyed?
No, that's awful. I could have swore it slowed down as well. So that's a no-no. So we're going to go with the first one, which has got a chorus that's not the same as the first one, but is redeemed by that brilliant guitar that comes in. Really crazy guitar. That's fantastic. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do some extended instrumental bits. I won't go through each stage because the video gets too long. But I'll cut through to to the bit where we've got the instrumentals completed and we're ready for maybe a final chorus. Right, so we now resume. I've added some instrumental sections. I had to go back a couple of times because I got some out of tune flute, so I had to start over again. But we're up to now 6.5 minutes with this new section. So I'm going to listen to this new instrumental section now, the first part. No, that was no good. I always get a little anxious when I hear the solo piano come in, because instead of getting some nice, tuneful Tony Banks, you get somebody who sounds like a cat running up and down the keyboard. So let's listen to the second one. Okay, that was good. It wasn't brilliant, but it was good. So we're going to go with that one. I think I'll have one more instrumental section. Okay, we have a new instrumental section. Let's have a listen. I'll stop that there. That was pretty poor, and it had that horrible effect of a keyboard going between the two channels rather quickly, and it wasn't in a good way. Listen to the second bit. No, rubbish. I'm going to have another go. Okay, third generation. Oh, some interesting ideas in that. It was a little bit weird. Other than listen to the fourth one. No, that's no good either. So we've got 4 down now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to shake things up a little bit. So I'm going to change the manual mode and switch that on. I'm going to, there's a thing called seed, which again I'm not sure what it does, but if you can randomize the seed, I think it changes the prompt a little bit. Prompt strength, I'll put that down a bit. So let's see if that shakes things up and we get something a little bit more interesting. Okay, so we've got two more. See if we can get something acceptable. No, that's terrible. That's better. Some nice guitar there, and then it ends on some mellotron coming in. So I will confidently extend that for another instrumental bit. Right, ready for the next section. This will bring us up to 7 minutes 35. There was some nice mellotron coming in. Let's see if it continues. Was pretty good. Mellotron didn't do that much, but that nice beat at the end, that nice rhythm section was good. So let's see what the second one says. First one was better because it changed from the mellotron, so we're going to go with that. Now I think it's time to put the next verse in, or the final verse. So we click extend on there, click custom on there, go to our poetry page and put the third one in. Okay, let's see if it's got the verse vocals correct. Well, it didn't even bother singing the lyrics. He's got a nerve. Okay, we'll try the second one. I'll stop that there. That's nonsense. It's kind of singing it, but it sounds like it's underwater. So we'll do another 2 generations. Okay, let's listen to attempt number 3 for the third verse. Again, didn't sing anything. Musically, it was okay, actually. I might keep it, but let's listen to the next one. Waste of time. That's 4 down. Still not got any singing. What the heck am I doing wrong here? I don't think I'm doing anything wrong. So we'll have another couple. Okay, so attempt number 5. What the heck's going on here? No good at all. Attempt number 6. Oh dear. This sometimes happens with Udio. It seems to get into a rut where it's producing more or less the same section over and over again, regardless of what you do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch out of manual mode. I'm going to randomize the seed again. And I'm going to increase lyric strength up to 100%. So hopefully that will make a difference. So we'll try number 7 and 8. So here's attempt number 9.
Till you tried it out, no pray to men of your courage stout, for it's easy enough to retain a grin in the face of a fight. There's a chance to win, but the sort of grit that is good to own is the stuff you need when you're all alone.
There we go, he got through the verse, didn't make a mistake. Wasn't the most inspiring, but at least we got some words. Let's try attempt number 10, see if that's any better. That were rubbish. Yeah, it was a mangled rush at the end. So I think we're going to go with the first one, which, because we'll be here all night. So we'll do that. And we'll go into a chorus now. The final chorus. Okay, let's see how it handles the final chorus.
Fight, there's a chance to win, but the sort of grit that is good to own is the stuff you need when you're all alone. You're a jack of all trades and a master later on. I'm not sitting, I'm not quitting till you are gone.
No good. What Udio sometimes does is if you stick a chorus right after a verse, it treats it like an extension regardless of whether you put chorus at the start, and it just carried on as if it was an extension of the verse. So let's have a listen to the next one.
Chance to win, but the sort of grit that is good to own is the stuff you need when you're all alone. You're a jack of all trades and a masturbator of none. I'm not sitting, I'm not quitting till you are good and gone.
Well, that's good. You got the chorus bang on. No problems at all. A little bit out of tune on the fourth and fifth lines, third and fourth lines. But I think I can live with that. The music after the chorus was pretty rubbish. So there might need to be some editing. But I'm going with that one. And obviously the next bit's going to be an instrumental to try and salvage that music after it. So I'll have something to edit into. So we'll go back to instrumental and we'll click extend and we'll see what we get. Okay, so here we have the instrumental section after the final chorus. No, that was horrible. Let's have a look at the next one.
Jack of all trades and a masturbator of none. I'm not sitting, I'm not quitting till you are good and gone.
Well, that was a mix-up. It repeated the chorus again, which actually I can live with. But the music after it was just horrible. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to extend that second one with this repeated chorus. I'm going to mark it as add outro, which means hopefully that it will come to a conclusion. And I'll hopefully be able to edit out some of that rubbish music. Okay, here we have the first attempt at an outro. I'm just hoping that the music will get better so I can edit it in. So we've got a fade out there. Not brilliant, is it? But it's short enough to stop being annoying.
I'm not quitting till you are good and gone.
Oh dear. It started a third chorus there, underwater. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stop this and I'm going to generate quite a few endings till I get a good one, then I'll come back. Okay, so I've done about 10 generations to get an ending and I'm still not happy with any of it. It's all crap. So I'm just going to have to go with a fade out on some nonsense music. This is the kind of thing we're getting. So I'm going to fade out on that rather quickly. So that's the end of the song as far as generation goes in Udio. So that's the end of this part. In part 2, we'll be looking at post-production, see what I can do to rescue this rather messy song.